Hey guys, so this is something I wanted to talk about for a while now. I know a lot of people struggle with this or had struggled with this, and that is being bullied. When I used to go to school, I absolutely hated it, and here's why. I was bullied pretty much my whole life in school. Especially middle school was the absolute worst for me. When I was in 6th grade, I got bullied for the way I dressed. I never labeled myself on the way I dressed until people started saying stuff. There wasn't a lot of alternative people at my middle school. I thought I was just picking out clothes I like, and that's that. I didn't really think anything of it. But then people start making fun of me for wearing all black and wearing Converse. When I would walk down the halls, I would have people yell out, "Goth girl!" I would get comments like, "I bet you cut yourself because of the way you dress." I never self-harmed. They would take my arm and they'd be like, "Let me look at your arm. Let me see if you cut yourself." They would get in my face and I'm like, "I don't." I remember this day very clearly. I was sitting in class and this kid, he turns around and he says to me, "Why don't you just go kill yourself? You're not worth anything." I was really hurt. Now when people say stupid stuff like that, it doesn't bother me. I just laugh it off. I was in tears. I ran out of the classroom. I went to the bathroom. I shut myself in the bathroom stall and I just bawled my eyes out. I wanted to go home. I didn't want to be there. I didn't want to go to school. They would take pictures of me and they would make videos making fun of me, pretending to be me. I always thought to myself, maybe there's just something wrong with me that people are bullying me. Maybe there's just something wrong with me. And I didn't want to admit that I was bullied because, but if I admitted that I was bullied, that maybe people think, well, maybe there's just something wrong with you. And I thought maybe there was something wrong with me. Maybe I was just, things would get through my mind like that I'm too ugly, I'm not pretty enough. I was told that every day. I was friends with this one girl. We just call her Katie. That's not her name. I thought she was my friend. I seen Katie at lunch and she told me, "Hey, come over here and sit by us." I'm like, okay. I sat by her and her friend, and all of a sudden they start making fun of me. And then they start taking my food off my tray. They threw it on the ground and they spit in my food and they start laughing. I had people every day at lunch spit in my food, steal my money, take my food off my tray, throw it on the ground. Next semester, I met a friend, and she was also alternative. People made fun of her because she was bi. I didn't care if she was bi. That didn't bother me. Then I got bullied for being friends with someone that is bi. But I didn't care. Like, they would make fun of me and be like, "Oh, are you gay?" Or, "No, I bet you're gay." And, gay is not an insult. Definitely not an insult. So I'm like, no, I'm straight. I just have friends that are gay, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with me being straight and having friends that are part of the LGBT community. There's no reason why I can't have friends that are part of the LGBT community. So we were friends. And then I met another person in the art class who was also alternative. So all three of us would hang out. Well, then my friend Mandy, she started stealing my money. I didn't want to accuse her because I didn't think it was her. How I found out it was her, my grandpa said, "Okay, well, this is what we're going to do. Since your money every day is missing, to find out who's stealing your money, you're going to take this marker, I'm going to put a little pink dot on the money." The next day, when I came into school with money with the pink dot on it, it was gone. She has $5. I looked over, there was the pink dot right in the same location. If she wanted something, she could have just asked. She didn't have to steal my money. And then I went out without food every single day. And I stopped being friends, and after that, I stopped being friends with the other girl because she turned on me and told Mandy, "I knew you wouldn't do something like that." When Lacey told me that she thinks that she was doing that, I would get called fish and ugly because my lips are thicker. 8th grade, Katie and I got in a fight because she was bullying this kid and she wanted me to bully him. I didn't want to bully him, even though he bullied me. So let's just call him Mark. I don't know what was up with Mark. Mark, ever since 4th grade, he always told me he wanted to kill me. In 4th grade, he brought a knife to stab me and told the principal. They found the knife on him. He didn't get in trouble. He drew pictures of killing me. Anyway, 8th grade, the threats got worse. I told the principal he didn't get in trouble. They just said, even in 4th grade, they said, oh, he likes you. He has a crush on you. Yeah, okay. This kid tells me he's gonna kill me. That means he has a crush on me. I'm gonna stop you, but that's okay. Don't worry about it. It means I like you. That's teaching people, well, if someone hurts you or hits you, that just means they love you. No, that does not mean that. That's not okay. 8th grade graduation was starting to come up, and we were gonna go on this riverboat. I was gonna go. Katie and her friends had a huge plan that they were gonna shove me off the boat and try to drown me. The principal found out about this rumor, and he called me into the office and he said, I think it's best you don't go to 8th grade graduation. Instead of punishing them, he punished me and told me that I can't go. So going into freshman year, it was pretty scary. It was a big school, almost 3,000 students. I didn't know anyone. I was at lunch, and there was this guy that came up to me. He was a senior, and I was a freshman. He started talking to me, and he asked if he could sit there, and I was like, yeah, sure, why not? All of a sudden, he tries to reach his hand down my shirt, but he didn't. I moved out, and I was like, do not touch me. I slapped him. My so-called friends that was sitting next to me, they left me. I just went to the auditorium. He follows me all around. I went to the principal's office. So the principal looked it up. He checked the camera footage. He found it, and he got suspended for 2 days. There was a sophomore who started picking on me. Every day after gym class, I would go to the locker room and find my locker broken into. I had my backpack thrown in the garbage. My homework thrown in the garbage. And I found out it was that sophomore. Then I met this one guy. We'll call him Josh. Josh didn't really talk to anybody. He was in my gym class. The girl that threw my stuff away, she'd start taking and dumping my purse out, and she took my money, and she was ready to rip it in half. So here comes Josh, who never talks to anyone, who is really shy. Stands up, and he stuck up for me. He took my money and my stuff out of her hand, and he gave it back to me. Josh and I, we became friends. Sophomore year was good. I wasn't bullied. Then the month of April came, and I remember this month. I won't forget it. Josh committed suicide. He never told me what he was going through. He seemed like everything was okay. He seemed happy. I didn't know he was suffering from depression. He was suffering from self-harm. He hid that. If you ever feel that way, you should definitely talk to somebody, because you are cared about. Whatever you're going through, it's temporary. You don't want to make a decision like that because people care about you. People don't want to see you go. Just get help and talk to somebody about the situation. Don't ever think that no one cares, because there are people out there who do care about you, even if it doesn't seem like that. So make sure you talk to somebody about it. So going into my junior year, it was up and down. Senior year was like freshman year all over again. I was sitting in class, and I had my combat boots on, and I had my pants on. Of course I had my pants on. Anyway, I was wearing all black. I was sitting there, and this guy and says, oh my God, do you see her? I bet she worships Satan. This other guy is whispering. He's like, dude, I bet she worships Satan too. So on the pants, they had a cross on them with angel wings and then a rose. And this guy goes, oh no, she can't be a Satan worshiper. She's got a cross on her pants. I bet she doesn't worship Satan. I was in the school choir. Even though I liked singing, I didn't like that class. I did like the class until people ruined it for me. Till these girls took my stuff and would throw my chair on the ground and get in my face. Again, I'm going to say gay is not an insult. It definitely isn't an insult. It's just they got my sexuality wrong. I bet you're gay, aren't you? You want me. And they would start screaming in my face and throw my stuff on the ground. Singing, what I enjoyed most, I hated going to. I graduated in 2014. A year later, I created a YouTube channel. I know that dreaming and reality is two different things, you know. You gotta be realistic about things. But, you know, I still wanted to try with being in the entertainment business and try something in that sort. Creating a channel was very difficult for me in the beginning. Not that it was hard to create the actual channel, but creating my first video was difficult because at that time, my self-esteem was pretty low. Creating my first video was extremely hard because I was like, what if I'm just not good enough? Came to my mind because of the words that people told me when I was in school that I'm not good enough. I'll never be able to do what I want to do. I'll never be able to achieve my dreams. And I thought, I'll create a channel and people are going to hate everything I do and probably just make fun of me just like they did in high school, just like they did in middle school. Before I created my channel, I was shy. I didn't talk to many people because I was afraid that they were going to bully me. They were going to just hate everything I do. So talking to people, I just didn't do that because I'm like, if I talk to this person, I say hi, I might annoy them. When I was bullied, it really hurt. It really ruined your self-esteem. It ruined your confidence. And I took a chance. And I created a channel on June 25th, 2015. And I can say that the huge difference between then and now, if you go back to my very first video, to my recent videos, you can tell there's a huge difference in my personality. I was very shy and very uncomfortable. I didn't have any confidence. And if you look at my videos now, you can tell that I'm different now. I have confidence. But when I created my channel, I thought, no one's going to watch. So what's the point in doing this? Nothing's going to come of it. No one's going to watch me. All my dreams are just stupid. I wanted to hold on to those dreams. I didn't want to let them go, even though people told me it's impossible. Music was just everything to me. I would listen to music and it helped me. I would write music and it would help me. And I would write how I feel through my lyrics. I created my first video on stereotypes, and it was based on how I was bullied in school. A lot of people told me that they can relate to it. Diego, he goes by Diegosaurus, he seen my video and he commented and he wrote me on Twitter and he shared my video and he said, great video, keep making videos. That was a really good video. That really boosted my confidence. YouTube has helped me be able to not be so shy, and I stick up for what I believe in. I stick up for myself, and I don't let people walk all over me like I used to, and I don't really care anymore what people have to say about me. I don't care if people hate me or don't like me. I don't care if they say something mean. I've lost friends from sticking up for what I believe in. I had a friend that I had since freshman year, and she was making fun of the LGBT community, and I said, you know, that's not okay. She was saying horrible things about them. I have friends that are part of the LGBT community, so I did not think what she was saying was okay. A lot of people go through this, and I want you to know you're not alone. Please stay strong, and it doesn't last forever. And if you're being bullied, please talk to somebody. 4,400 lives are lost a year over suicide, over bullying. You are cared about, and there is someone out there who does care about you. You don't need to make a permanent decision just over a temporary situation. Just know that things will get better, and please stay strong. I lost a few to suicide, so please know that making that permanent decision hurts the people who care about you the most.